do apologise for that, but you join us back as we are on board with Lawford on the Red Bull, and someone got a 0-place grid penalty, I believe. Quite strange. But anyway, coming around the final few turns here, we shall get the details out, and we can see a couple of people looking to maybe go on the harder compound tyres, the softs, but not the middle compound, which should be interesting. Okay, now on to his flying lap. Thomas Spaghetti Chips also just crossing the line here in his McLaren. Also Wimley, but we'll watch Lawford. Harry Blues retiring from the session. In the barrier, that's not great. We saw him in the same position at Sochi just last week. That's not great, and that's put an end to his qualifying. That is quite a shame. But here we go, continuing qualifying, and he is not going to be pleased with himself, Harry Blues. As I'm sure if it were me, I wouldn't be. As we get see a bit of oversteer action. Also, the French Grand Prix last weekend, the first of the triple real F1 season. Interesting race, controversial, but we get a nice camera angle here of Lawford's back guys, who sets a 1 minute 10.3, topping Brumadinho. That's quite a fast lap if you are topping Brumadinho, because Brumadinho is known to be very fast in this league, and Spaghetti Chips setting the fastest of them all with the 1:10.2, just 12 tenths of a second ahead of Lawford. Spaghetti Chips then happy with that. Provisional poll though. Although only 3 people have set their qualifying times. So is Wimley, but Wimley having set a very slow lap time, as you can see here, as you lag a bit. But the 1:5, I'm not sure what's happened there. Now we join the other McLaren, whose teammate is currently on provisional pole, coming towards the DRS zone, activating the DRS. You can see just how fast these cars are, setting a 1 minute 10.8, the fastest. And we have a slight issue, which is never great. Sorry about this. My internet is my internet. There's not much I can do about that, as you can't even see what's going up on the screen as we click spectate for the qualifying session. Do apologise about that, although at least it's happened during qualifying, and it hopefully won't happen during the race, because qualifying is not nearly as much important to view as the race, in my opinion anyway, though Monaco could be a different story. Harry Blues has retired from the session, not sure why that's at the bottom of the screen. But now we can see Simsy Danger on provisional pole, Spaghetti Chips dropping down to 4th. Simsy Danger setting a 1 minute 9.6, so to get onto the front row you're going to have to be breaking the 1 minute 10 barrier, which may be difficult. Wimley setting a relatively slow time, over 1.5 seconds behind Liam. As we watch Wimley, Scuderi Seb in the pit, yet to set a lap time with 6.5 minutes left of the qualifying session. Tomoz and Chris Minier are out on track. Tomoz coming round the and that's Yompe. He has set a soft time, and Tomoz is coming into the pits. Not too sure why that is, because that was his hot lap, I believe. Quite strange. And we can see the Ferrari will be entering the pits as well, of Scuderi Seb. Scuderi Seb also not setting a lap time, and we get a weird camera angle here. You can see there though that the weather is looking dry for now, though we can't see what it's looking like for the race. Simsy Danger though still with the fastest lap time so far, and Wimley is out of the session. I think just retiring, maybe having internet connection problems, or just to get the session over with, probably not setting another lap time. Not too sure about that. But anyway, we join on board Lawford. Lawford having been the one to set the first hot lap. This does not look to be like it's meant to be a hot lap.